Extreme close on the corkboard. 2 old pins, 1 string, unchanged since season 1's finale. Crow had read every filing the city would let him read. He had found the shape of something. He still didn't have it. He sets a report down, unsatisfied, reaches for another, stops, feathers slightly ruffled with fatigue. Priya arrives with a routine delivery, setting a package down, matter of fact. "You've read that stack twice. I've watched you do it." "Reading is how I work," Crow says, not looking up. Priya, already halfway out the door. "Maybe try asking someone instead of reading about them." Crow looks at the stack, then at the door, then slowly stands. At the archive, Grum's desk, lamplit, shelving receding into the dark behind him, the air cool and still. Crow arrives unannounced, flat and interrogative. "State your name, your position, and what you filed regarding the maintenance permit. For the record." "I already know my name," Grum says, deadpan, not looking up from his ledger. Crow, visibly recalibrating in real time, tries again. Worse. "Noted. Proceed with the permit information at your discretion," he says, stiffer somehow. Grum just looks at him, says nothing. The silence stretches a full beat too long, Crow's feathers shifting with mounting discomfort. Crow, recalibrating a second time. "What did you file about the permit, if you don't mind?" He tries softer. "Better," Grum says with a small approving nod. He pulls the record without being asked twice, setting it on the desk between them. At Animopolis Central Junction, Nadia's station, couriers weaving past in the background, the low hum of the dispatch floor behind everything. "I need your record of the reroute, if you don't mind," Crow says. Same flat register, slightly better. "Sure, it's—" "Wait, are you always like this?" Nadia asks, already dancing the answer without missing a beat. "Yes," Crow says, genuinely considering it. At the water station, gauges ticking quietly behind her. Finn is already reaching for her log before he asks. "You're the first person to come ask instead of just reading the file," she says, not looking up either. "Is that unusual?" Crow asks, unused to being told this. "You'd be surprised," Finn says, handing it over even. At the infrastructure site, evening, the new structure looming behind him, river light fading. Oscar, field book in hand, sees Crow approaching and starts closing it. "I don't have anything you'd want. No numbers," he deflects. Crow says nothing, just waits, exactly as long as it takes. "I don't need numbers," Crow says, level. "I need to know what you saw." Oscar opens the book again. "Riverbed texture, wrong, no proof. I signed off anyway," he says, quiet. "That sounds familiar," Crow says, nodding, like he recognizes something in himself. Back in Crow's office, night again, the corkboard visible behind him. 4 fragments laid out on the desk under the lamp. Grum's permit, Nadia's log, Finn's account, Oscar's field book page. Crow's eyes move across all 4 slowly, back and forth between Finn's and Oscar's accounts specifically several times. Something is forming, slow and deliberate, close on the corkboard. Crow's paw moves, pins Finn's account and Oscar's account together, draws the string between them. The first new connection of the season. Same shape, he says, very quietly, to no one. 2 pins connected by 1 new string, the desk lamp, the only light in the room. 2 more pins, Grum's, Nadia's, sit alone, off to the side, unconnected. Crow looks at the whole board a long moment, doesn't touch the loose ones, not yet. It's not finished. He knows it isn't. He looks at the 2 loose pins a moment longer before turning away. Later, the same office, Crow opens his season notebook, the one from episode 1, and writes 1 more line beneath the thesis sentence, pen scratching in the quiet. For the first time in his career, he left the office to ask instead of read. He connected exactly 2 of the 4 pieces he gathered, by shape, not cause. The other 2 are still waiting. He knows exactly which ones. 2 pins, 1 string, the lamp still burning, 2 more alone, off to the side. 1 bird wasn't enough this time. He already knows that too.